I have to admit, just up front, it's so hard to talk about my grandmother because she was just such an amazing person in my life. In '89, she retired and started a new job of raising my brother and I. And it was living with her where I saw what true Christian meant. The selflessness, the sacrifices that she would make, not just for her family, but for anybody.
Being a Christian to me is advocating, is reaching out, extending the hand. If someone is being thrown from a mountain, the church is very good at asking, can I help you? Can I heal your wounds? However, the church also needs to ask who is launching them from the mountaintop. Why are these individuals suffering?
My grandmother struggled after her husband died to make ends meet. She would often say, I've got the same bills on half the salary. And that's a reality not just for her, but for millions of people in this country.
Elderly, we thank you that we have witnesses like Mother Teresa.
I come from a very poor family. My dad went up to the 3rd grade, and till this day, my dad does not know how to read and write. He had to go work in the fields of Puerto Rico. So I was a WIC baby. I remember receiving the big cheese blocks. And when there was no food at home, it was white rice with fried eggs. And those were our basic staple meals for many days.
The apostles were performing many miraculous signs and wonders among the people. And all the believers were meeting regularly at the temple in the area known when I was in Southeast Arkansas. So I had set up this meeting with all these local pastors. And there was consensus in the room about what the reality was. People are struggling. People are hungry. There are no jobs. Everyone pretty much agreed, yeah, we've got to apply pressure to our congressmen and women, to our senator, to our state legislatures, to do more for hungry and poor people in our state. What perplexed me was, why is there not consensus to do it?
I'm just asking you to sign a letter today.
Once a year, we emphasize the offering of the letters that Bread for the World has. These letters are sent to Congress, giving them the message that they have to look at the budgets because we cannot just leave on the outskirts, on the margins, those that are hungry and those that are poor. It is important that the president figure out a budget to sustain these programs.
My grandmother expected myself and my brother to live a life according to the gospel message that she had brought us up in. You do right by people. You love people. She would always say, everybody deserves a good morning. Everybody. One of my favorite scriptures is Micah, the 6th chapter, verse 8. Oh, what does the Lord require of you? But to do justice, to love mercy, and walk humbly with God. And so my hope is that we have a government that puts love thy neighbor at the center of our legislative agendas, Democrat or Republican. We have a responsibility and obligation to our country and our world to make sure that those people who don't have the resources that we've been so blessed with, that we can give them a hand up.